I think it's important for me to talk about what I expected coming into college and what I experienced in college, because Miss William and I had a lot of conversations before I went away about just like the kind of things that I was struggling with. So like I didn't know what I wanted to study at that time, and I was scared because like I kind of knew what I wanted to study. I've always known what I want to study, but I was scared of doing it because I felt like it wasn't like a thing that I should be doing. And I think that that's a pressure that a lot of first-gen students have on them, that they feel like they need to do a certain thing. And I realized that that was a theme all throughout my college experience, I guess. So like I went in and I said, I'm gonna study business because I feel like I can benefit from business. I can make money when I leave here. And I said, I'm gonna still try women gender studies because that's what I like, but that's not gonna be my focus. And so even though like my heart knew what I wanted to do, a part of me was always like, that's not practical, that's not what you should be doing. And I realized that it wasn't just with like my major, but it was also with the kinds of decisions that I was making in my classes, where like I thought if I didn't know something, I shouldn't be speaking up about it because I don't have an answer. And that kind of insecurity is something that I had to work through and that I still work through, because I've learned that there's more than just answers, but like questions and being open to not knowing things. That kind of thing is scary. And you get a lot of it in college, so be ready. I'm gonna pull up my little thing, sorry. Another thing that scared me when I was going to college was that I didn't know if I'd be smart enough. Honestly, that was the thing I was most scared of. I didn't know if I got in because of my intelligence or if other factors contributed into me getting into that school. And so when I spoke up in class and things like that, I always had that thing over my back, over my shoulder that said like, maybe you shouldn't speak, like maybe you should, take the seat and like just listen because you have a lot to gain from people. But it took me understanding that I had value as an individual for me to understand that my words are also valuable. And I feel like that's another thing that many college students who don't have people who have gone to college and like have shared those experiences with them, they're not aware of, that they have value independent of any circumstance. I think that the biggest thing that helped me get through all those tough moments was having people like Amy, like Miss Williams, like my mom, like my professors, who just constantly told me that I was doing like a good job or something. I don't know. Just someone telling you that it's okay not to know. Someone telling you like, hey, I'm thinking about you, I hope you're okay. Those kinds of things really gave me the courage just to keep going forward and still like encourage me to do better in everything that I do. And that's why I think that like having someone who has been through life and can tell you like, you don't have to know everything at 18. You don't have to know anything at 30. Like you don't need to know your life because your life isn't like just up to you. There are other factors. There are things that are gonna come your way that you're not gonna expect. And yeah, that's a thing that I wouldn't have come to the conclusion on my own. But I think that it was great having that support because it allowed me to not just focus on my academics, because although academics are important in college, you should also build relationships. But I realized that through building relationships, that actually gave me the strength to do everything else. And so, I don't know, that's another lesson I think is important for students going into college to know, like, don't be afraid to, one day hang out with your friends instead of studying. My professor always tells me, like, Crystal, like, what are you gonna remember in 5 years? You staying up all night studying and reading that book, or are you going to this lecture and, like, learning something or meeting someone that you never would have met before? And like things like that, you have to take those moments and just really appreciate them because they're really special, and those are the memories that you're gonna have about your college experience. I want to give some words of advice, I guess. Something that my friend who just graduated from my university told me. She said, do the things, just do the things. If someone tells you to do something, just try it because you never know like what you might gain from it. Another thing is believe in yourself, even though everyone says that all the time, but like actually believing in yourself and knowing that like any decision that you make is yours, and that's why it's okay because you've made it. Like that's really powerful. And just the whole thing about support, like building communities of support is so important to an enriching like academic environment, and I think that everyone should really focus on that as well as their academics, and just be kind, and that's all I got to say.